Ladies and gentlemen, on this week's episode, we drink Saloon Door's Imperial Hot Rock Lava Beer. See how I enjoyed this beer. Also, we go over one of the best movies probably ever created. Soon to find out if it is. Cocaine Bear, the new Avatar movie, and confidence in lifting. Does it help or not? Enjoy the episode, guys.
Sure, I could find it.
It takes a while to put something like that together. I was highly impressed by it, though. I got a good laugh, being as how we were both the butt of such screw-ups.
All of them?
Yeah. We're talking about our outtake video from last year of all of our mistakes on here.
Which is a lot. We had to trim them back so the video didn't run long.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mess up a lot on here, especially for I don't know if we've talked about it, but we literally hit record
and just let it
go and go, which I feel a little stress about not messing up and keeping the conversation going, but at the same time it's like it's over. Like we're fucking done. We're not changing it.
We can't stop now.
Yeah. We got a new beer obviously this week. To say that I'm excited about this beer,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
After I read up on it, I don't really feel that way about it. So this is a local brewery. This is not too far from you, right? The Saloon Door?
League City over there.
20 minutes, 25 from you?
Yeah.
Houston, that's pretty,
yeah.
I'll say that's pretty local. Webster, Texas. This beer is called Lava. It's an Imperial Hot Rock beer.
Mm-hmm.
What is a hot rock, you ask? It's exactly what it means.
A rock that is hot.
An American amber red lager. This is an ABV of 11%. This is where I start getting a little like, what the fuck is this going to taste like? A hot rock beer boiled on red hot stones for an extra rich and complex malt, caramel, however you want to say it, and smoke flavors. Extra rich and complex malt, caramel, and smoke flavors. It says big, bold, and old school. Man, this could
go sideways quick like in a hurry.
There's some beers I'm excited to try.
Uh-huh.
And then there's beers like this where I'm like, oh, god damn, here we go.
Limited edition, special release.
Is that what sold you on this one?
Well, I mean,
did it get you with the limited edition in the?
Well, the can is pretty fucking cool though if you look at it.
Look, yeah, the can and the box it came in. They look like they took a little thing off of Martin House, a little 2-can stack.
Yeah,
Martin House is killing that little industry, but the can looks incredible. I say 5 out of 5.
The can looks like you just looking in the heart of a volcano, just molten lava, just bloop, just bubbling.
This is from 2021.
Yeah, we aged it. You know that's gonna be phenomenal, huh?
This was canned over a year ago.
It's okay. It's okay. You know I dug this out the fucking pantry. We got so much shit. You keep bringing beer, so I had to find some shit from a year ago.
This could be really fucking bad.
No, it ain't.
It's from let me see. It's from June. It's from June of 2021.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I've had older.
Yeah, they're called stouts.
It looks good.
Yes, it does. It does pour really nice.
Yeah. As you were pouring it, it looked like the can. It smells good, too.
It does smell good. Mm-hmm. It has a remaining head.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to have a little bit of the boozy flavor, a little thicker.
See, you're talking this beer down. You ain't even fucking tried it yet.
It just, what the fuck, dude? What are you, drunk as shit one day and you're like, ah, fuck, I found these rocks in my backyard. Let's go ahead and heat them up and throw them in the fucking kettle with the beer real quick. Who comes up with that shit other than drunk people?
Tell you what, you're gonna be surprised.
Can you give me a smell profile for the viewers? I have learned over the years that red ambers and ambers, they all smell pretty fun. They got like a good, like a home cooked meal smell to them, you know, like something in the house is cooking that smells nice.
It has a little fruity smell to it. You don't like it? You don't taste the caramel?
It tastes metallic, which means
No.
mine tastes metallic.
No.
Yeah, that's well, I'm gonna sit on it and see what happens. Speaking of crazy, who can think of shit? Have you seen the previews for Cocaine Bear yet?
I saw previews running around with it.
This is the only thing we're gonna talk about today,
But
for
I
at
didn't-
least 30 minutes.
I didn't watch it.
You gotta fucking watch it. So it's from what I heard, I know it's loosely based on a true story.
Of the bear that ate 30 pounds of cocaine or whatever.
Yeah, are you familiar with the story?
Yeah, yeah.
So they had to boot the cocaine out of the back of the plane because they were getting chased or something like that. It spilled out onto the ground. When they went to find it, there was a dead bear from a heart attack of doing too much cocaine. The joke's always been, and it is a funny fucking joke, that this thing must have been having like a really good fucking time for like the last 2 to 5, 10 minutes of its life before it had a heart attack. And that's what the movie's about. Is this bear is on a rampage, fueled with cocaine. What's more American than this type of movie? I am a fan of slapstick horror like Ash vs. Evil Dead. Like, I like all the old school, just corny ass horror movies. Like when a squid attacks and shit, you know, like the Piranha movie and, you know, just dumb horror. This is right up my alley. And it's Ray Liotta's last movie.
Oh, Ray Liotta's
he looks like he is heavily coked up in this movie. He looks like he was on death's door doing lines of cocaine for this movie.
So, I'm not a bear, and I've never eaten cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
But I could imagine that cocaine does not taste good.
He wasn't in it for the taste, dude.
But the bear just ain't over there sniffing the shit.
Well, from what I know about
just-
bears, and I don't know what time of year it was, but before hibernation, they're going to eat anything and everything. That's usually the most dangerous time for a human to be out in the woods. Because these fuckers are just going to eat. And I mean, what's easier to eat than a giant bag of cocaine? His mouth had to be so fucking numb that he was just like in heaven. What if he had an old pain in his tooth? And next thing you know, this thing is curing his ailments. Legalize cocaine, government, for the sake of these grizzly bears.
A bear usually eats, you know, meats and berries, not fucking powder just laying on the ground. That's what gets me about the whole thing.
This seems highly possible. Like, it's very probable that it really happened.
I'm not denying that a bear didn't come across some cocaine and probably did a little bit too much of it and fucking die. I'm not saying
of a
that.
heart attack.
You know,
Man.
But what's blowing my mind is what makes a bear.
He was hungry.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, I mean, dude, he might have. They have like a impeccable smell, like sniffer to them. They can smell 1,000 yards away. They got some enormous nose on them. He could smell the good times from a long way away.
He smelled a good time, huh?
And he was coming in. The only thing that bear needed was a bottle of vodka to land right beside that thing, and that fucking would have been a great day.
I bet him and old DB Cooper had a good time together, huh? The bear and old DB.
Yeah, I could see that. DB bring the vodka.
Yeah.
Bear brings 30 pounds of cocaine.
And they sit there and gamble with all the money DB stole. Just playing poker.
I saw a little documentary on that the other day of old DB. They're never gonna figure that out.
They say he done, you know.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on I'm assuming you saw the first one, but the new Avatar coming out. I think it comes out when this
Never saw the first one.
That's insane.
And have zero desire to watch the second one.
For the normal people out there that I'm talking to, most likely saw Avatar, like 99.9% of the population. It was very good. But that movie came out like 15 years ago. It's been out for a long fucking time.
Who that was? James Cameron?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The crazy thing about that dude is I believe he had to invent technologies to
do it,
to film the movie.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. All that to say, it's like, God damn, dude, I'm a little over the second one. Like I
don't feel like watching.
I cared like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But now it's like kind of waited too long. Like, And then the preview looks
lackluster.
Yeah. Maybe saving it all for the third one because they filmed both of them back to back, 2 and 3. But yeah.
Was the first one underwater like the second one?
No. It wasn't. The first one, you ought to watch it. It's a fucking good movie. It's actually very, very good.
I'm sure it is.
But
I'm not going to waste my time.
But came out a long time ago. And I don't know if I care to see the second one. I'm going to, but...
I did see an interview.
I'm more excited about Cocaine Bear. Really, truly.
Well, when the Cocaine Bear's coming out?
February.
Yeah.
See, I even got that memorized.
So you bought your tickets yet?
I don't think you could buy them yet.
Oh.
There's got to be a really cool country song out there. Cocaine Bear.
I'm sure you could look it up.
Man, I bet.
We could overlay it on the track.
I don't see why you and I don't do it. You learn how to play the banjo. I'll sing. We'll have a good time. Just learn 2 notes.
So
bang,
you know.
bang, 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 bang.
I mean, you know, I used to own a guitar.
Oh, well, this is sewed up.
Yeah.
We got the mics, the video. Yeah. We dress you up like a grizzly bear.
No, because I've always said when I make my debut as the front man of a band, I'm bringing it back 80s style. Fucking tights.
Yeah.
Ripped up shirt.
Look, I got
the
no
fucking
argument.
mullet, makeup, everything. The whole 9.
I really have no argument.
Exactly.
I thought you were
I'm
going to go
bringing back
along.
fucking Motley Crue, baby.
You know, you could just bring back the 1980s, what was that, Chuck E. Cheese look with that shitty-ass trailer park looking bear.
I thought Chuck E. Cheese was a fucking rat.
We could rub some. Yeah, it was. What's the bear?
Rat,
There's a pizza place though that had bears or something like that. The fucking animatronic thing was creepy as hell. I mean, we could just throw some white powder all over your fur.
I'd rather wear tights and a mullet.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
I'm kind of halfway there. I got some tight pants on and a borderline mullet going on right now. Yeah, man, I'm not excited about Avatar. Let's talk a little bit of working out. I've actually had this in my phone for a long time wanting to ask you. It's a very simple question, but I think you can expound upon it. The benefits of just the OG push-up. I know it sounds like a simple question. What are your thoughts on just push-ups in general?
A body weight movement.
Yeah. I know this seems like an easy question, but it's important.
So one thing I like to do to 2 people that I don't like working out with on Sundays is we'll do dips.
Yeah, on chesty day.
Yeah. Then follow up with push-ups.
Uh-huh.
That will make a grown man cry.
Yeah.
The reason the military uses push-ups because it's a body weight movement. You could humble a motherfucker by making them do them right.
Yeah, I reckon I got about 1,000 in me.
Or at least.
I might have to stop a few times, but
at least got 1,000.
blasting them out.
Yeah.
I like the movement. I mean, shit, you could do it in your room.
They do it in prison all the time.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to think they got some makeshift weight bench. I've heard stories about them loading up their bed frame and like doing push-ups or doing like bench with the bed. That's pretty cool. Getting diesel off of
half of them
lifting your bed.
Half of them prisons don't let them fuckers have weights. Don't want
Man,
them being bigger than the guards.
I would figure you'd want to give them something to take their mind off of sitting around all day. Also, let out a little bit of steam.
That a motherfucker shouldn't have did what he did to get in there in the first place.
What if what he did was on purpose so he could go work out for free? These gym costs are getting expensive, dude.
Trust me, I know.
You shake somebody down, you get 3 meals, a good place to sleep, and you just get diesel as fuck. I figured this out, dude. I may have to go beat somebody out in the parking lot.
I'm about to say you're going to beat up one of them fuck boys at your gym whenever you go to prison?
If it lets me deadlift 6 plates and I get bigger biceps and hell, if my calves grow a centimeter, it may be worth it.
I was going to let you go with the bicep thing.
I think the calf work in prison
the calves ain't gonna fucking happen.
I know. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse as my quads get bigger. It seems like a cartoon character.
They look smaller and smaller, huh?
Yeah, like a cartoon character. I don't quite know what to do with them. I'm thinking about just lopping them right off at the knee. But then I couldn't squat or deadlift. Deadlift's coming in, though. Man, I had a really, really rough deadlift day the other day. Ate a little humble pie. I was feeling a little beat up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of hoping, because I knew I was getting off early that day. I was like, man, I'm going to try and pull a triple PR, see what happens. And I showed up. I had a gnarly squat day that weekend before, and I was feeling the squat day still on that Wednesday, like a little bit of lower back pain, hip pain. Like, may have pushed it a little too much. So I get in there, I start warming up deadlift, and I quickly realized this ain't PR
Today ain't a day.
So I just ended up pulling like a couple of heavy singles and getting the hell out of there. Yeah, that one hurt. But then this week, back to the old me.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling the 5 big boys for no problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd be able to do that. I think we should have every episode where I just talk about me being able to pull 5 plates. It's a pretty great feeling.
I need a picture. I'll start inserting a picture.
Yeah, until I can pull 6 plates, we're just going to talk about 5 plates. I can't believe you've never seen Avatar, man. That's pretty mind-blowing. All right, I say, because I think I got a pretty deep question here. I say we give a little more on this beer review. Let the fans get what they really want. Oh, you want to do Pringles now?
Today is sponsored. You brought you by Pringles. I don't even know if I'm gonna tell these people what flavor it is.
They should know by the color on the box.
We just gonna.
That is the flavor. Hopefully, I'll get the taste of this beer out of my mouth.
Man, you rough on these old boys, huh?
Let me get it, dude. You had this damn beer since 1952. I feel like this is what an MRE would taste like from Vietnam. Fucking, it almost didn't want to come out of the can. Oh, God. Yep. It's official. That beer tastes like shit. Let's hear your review. Come on. Let's see what you got. The fucking Red Rocks ruined it. I think also it's because it's boozy. It's 11%, dude.
You could taste the booze in this.
Yeah, which I'm never really a fan of overly boozy beer. It's kind of
you could smell it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of just overly, like, for the sake of boozy. I'd rather just drink a whiskey.
But I mean,
out of the glass. Mine tastes very heavily metallic.
You can smell the booze in this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still got a little sweetness / fruity to me.
Nose must be broken.
Yeah, your shit is broken. And as far as the taste, I mean, I could taste the caramel.
Man, Let me give it one more go. Knowing it
again.
tastes like ass.
Try it again.
I smell like a... I don't know what that smell is. It's nothing worth smelling. I wouldn't want to smell it in a candle.
No.
I wouldn't want to use a deodorant that smell. So it's nothing I want to smell much. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, don't buy that beer. Hell, you may not even be able to buy us from 2021.
I don't think you
It's very limited. We may be drinking the only fucking one in cycle right now. All right. How much does confidence matter when lifting? I could go down a pretty deep rabbit hole with this. Holy shit. Can you talk for you got this?
Yeah.
I gotta get the taste out of my mouth. This is the first time where I'm like, this tastes like ass. Drink some of this. Bang.
As far as confidence with lifting, you meaning knowing you're going to make the lift? You confident in your abilities to do it?
It could be anything. Could be that.
Because you could be confident in your abilities, but still have too much weight on that ball where you physically can't fucking do it. That doesn't mean you're not confident in your abilities. You just have more on the board than you could lift.
I think approaching a barbell, let's take a squat or a deadlift. Say you're going to try and PR.
Mm-hmm.
I think walking up to the bar confidently and not feeling defeated, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get this.
Yes.
You walk up to the barbell
Yeah.
with that sort of attitude that I'm going to rip this bitch up.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get under this. You see that fucking barbell bending and say in your head, that shit ain't bending enough. I'm going to fucking knock this out. I think that's the ultimate fucking like superpower that the human has when it comes into lifting. Dude.
'Cause, yes, you are correct. Because if you walk up to a bar and you thinking already, I hope I could do it.
Yeah.
You already let yourself know it's okay if I don't fucking get it.
That, I think when you're like that as well, your form suffers. You get a little like, oh, it's no big deal. Woe is me. Maybe not take as deep of a breath and like brace as hard. And, man, there's just something about that negativity that just transfers into the muscles and the strength just like, fuck this. Man, I approach a barbell, and if you've watched me on camera, on our Instagram or some shit, you'll see me. I cuss at it. I don't know if you can read my lips, or a lot of time I cut it out because I'm walking up to it. I most of the time I'm saying fuck you, fuck this, like just kind of, pardon my French, just getting myself.
They've heard us say fuck before.
Just getting my mind to where like this is conquerable.
Right.
And this is like another day. Sometimes that, like, I have ripped up shit that it seemed out of my realm with that sort of mental confidence and approaching the bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't really get that while you're over there doing them curls and shit with Henry. But, man, I will tell you.
I do talk to myself a lot when I have a bar in my hand. I mean, I do tell myself shit.
Yeah.
But the mental aspect of it is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Especially, I mean, deadlift always will be something that, you need some confidence with. But getting under a barbell, if you're feeling weak under that shit when you're squatting, man, you're going to have a rough ride down because you ain't coming back up. There's got to be some sort of like, we got this shit going on in your head to come back up with a barbell out of a heavy squat.
Yeah.
Or that last rep where you're fatigued and you're at peak performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a lot of my lifts are just straight out confidence. Like walking up to it, I got this. Like this is done. Like seeing myself doing it in my head, mentally lifting it, going through the motions in my head before I lift it, just being positive. And sometimes you don't hit it. Hell, maybe even a lot of time you don't hit it. But I think you give yourself a fighting chance walking up to it like you've already won. Like
right.
you this is yours. You got this. All you have to do is do it.
Right.
Which brings me like a weird topic with that. I have actually PR'd before and been super excited and did it easily enough to where it's like, oh man, I should have like maybe 10, 20 more pounds, hell, even more. And then I approached the barbell again after the PR with that extra weight on, knowing that I have more in the tank and just not hitting it because I already feel like I won. And that mental thing now is just like, well, if I get it, I get it. I've already hit, a PR.
Right.
And the weight just it won't even move.
Right.
When if I would have walked up on the first pull or the first squat with that mentality, I'd have easily gotten that weight. I have had that happen numerous times. And I think it's that confidence just walking up to that barbell with the that fight or flight type mentality to it. And you're here to fight. You're not here to flight. I think that plays a massive role in lifting.
Yeah.
Also, when you see people walk into the gym, and I don't mean this in like they're dressed cool or anything, but you can see some confidence on some lifters, and they're usually the ones that are moving some weight.
Yeah.
Just a certain way that your aura and the way you're standing in where that barbell's at. There's a reason why those big boys are moving weight. They are highly confident looking human beings. Speaking of which, old Jamal fucking moving.
Hook grip.
Moving over, I think he moved 1,002 pounds or some shit like that for a set of 2 paws.
Paws with 1,002?
Yeah. Man.
He must be eating them raw nuts also, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing to me. Like, my least favorite part is after the deadlifts and having to pull all that weight off. I could not imagine having to pull like 10 or 20 55-pound plates off of that barbell. He's got to have a crew, or he's using it as cardio. Because
that's his workout.
Man, I'll be pulling the plates off after the deadlifts, and my back is like it's not hurt, but smoked. Like I'm tired. And pulling those off and having to put them down on that bottom like rack. Oh God, yeah, it's not fun. Couldn't imagine having that many.
Then he got to use the little calibrated ones because there ain't enough room on that ball for the Olympic ones.
He legit has to use the calibrated weights.
Yeah.
Or he needs to go to the Arnold Classic and slap on them to get that elephant bar or whatever. Speaking of Arnold Classic, I need to talk to you about that. It's John Boy's birthday, technically today, when we're filming this. And I said something to him. He's like, yeah, I want to go to the Arnold Classic next year. First off, I don't know if he really does.
He probably
But
don't.
I told him, I was like, dude, we got to go on Thursday. Like, if one thing I learned from Bud, you got to go on that first day they open because...
Well, Friday.
Oh, Friday. Yeah, you got to go Friday because it's a little less it's a little less crowded.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we moseyed around a lot easier. You're able to see everything. But then the Saturday was fun because then you're seeing all these characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, John wants to go to the Arnold Classic, so I may have to get that info from you and set that up. Was that February usually? Is that what it was? I can't remember.
March or April.
Oh, March. Well, that'd be even better.
Yeah, springtime.
Yeah, because I'd like to take it. I told him because I brought up you need to come to Alpha Land. That's what started. I said, he asked about Alpha Land compared to Alpha Elite, like how's it crowded wise? And I said, there's a lot more people working out at Alpha Land, but there's 3 gyms inside of it. So it's a little more spaced out. And then somehow that went into like, yeah, I want to go to the Arnold Classic too. And I was like, do you really? Hey, dude. He goes, well, I need to get in better shape. I'm like, dude, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't walk around looking at everybody like, how in shape are you? You're looking at, we all look out of shape next to the people that are really there for competition wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave him the rundown. Like, dude, you're going to see the best pole dancers, jump ropers, CrossFitters. You're going to see all the greats. I don't think he knows enough people to even worry about going, though. Like, what do you know, Arnold?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I showed up wanting to see a bunch of CrossFitters because I was CrossFitting at that time. But yeah, I don't know if he would even be.
I think that's just a
I think he
random
would-
fact John threw out there that
I think he would enjoy the bang stage.
for about 20 seconds.
No, I think he'd really be like,
Yeah, he would.
eats. Plus, John's a fan of the pretty girls.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They got pretty girls on every inch of that floor over there.
Yeah, I told him about Alpha Land though. I was like, dude, you gotta come check it out. Like I kind of gave him the breakdown. I was like,
But not for $29.
Well, I told him I would pay it just to have him come check it out.
Yeah.
I think it's worth seeing if you've never been to that type of gym. It's definitely worth like going and looking at it because it's just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they had our type of music playing or whatever, or what it is with shitty music and shit playing, it's still worth going and being like, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because it's more like a actual nightclub and not a gym club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I say you give us you give us a final on this beer because I already said I don't want to drink it. And we could sew this bad boy up.
So the can looks great.
Yeah, I need to sit back and just take a nap. This beer is not worth shit.
The can looks great. I think you just...
They put a lot of effort into that can, man. And
You-
they totally
you
forgot they
read-
were making beer.
You read way too much into it.
I'm glad I did, but still, that flavor is horrible.
I don't taste the metallic like you do.
Yeah. Maybe because I got the bottom of the can in mine.
It does taste boozy. I've have tasted this before in some of the shit over there at the saucer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not metallic. Would I drink it again? No.
Yeah, ever. Like,
But-
if I came to your house and you were throwing a party, you're like, hey, you want a beer? And that's all you had, I'm just not drinking. I will never fucking drink that again. I don't care if they got a 2022 one out right now or a
They probably-
2023 one coming out.
They probably
I ain't
won't
drinking
make
that
this again.
Shit again.
If they come out with a new one,
They need to throw
a
those lava.
22, no, I'm going to buy it and
They need to throw them lava rocks back out in the yard.
We're going
and
to try
just
it again.
Sew it
We're
up.
going to try it again.
If we try that again, I'm not gonna tag them in this post, like our Instagram post. I will gladly tag them in the next one and be like, do not make this shit again. I'm always nice about it because I know it takes a lot to make a beer. But Saloon Door makes good beer. They have a couple of good beers.
You sure?
This is not fucking one of them. This is not edible. I know I've said this before, like when I've had a bad beer, and I'm like, maybe it's just because I don't like Imperial Amber Ales. Maybe that's what it is. I like ambers, like they're great, but maybe I don't have the palate to respect what they've created. And it's sometimes like that where I wish we had a beer connoisseur that liked amber ales. They could be like, yeah, no, that's a really bad one.
Yeah.
Because maybe we're just I don't have the taste for that particular Imperial Ale.
Right.
Or maybe it's just
a
that
shitty
bad.
beer.
Yeah. That's why I've always wanted to get somebody on here legit with like an actual palate checker on them.
Nah.
And like whenever we have a beer like that where I'm just like, God damn, like who would even drink this? Give it to the guy that's actually like a beer connoisseur
Right.
and see what
So he could
where I stack up in
so he
in
could
flavor.
tell us what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, some of these beers, they make them for a reason. Now I know they made that and had to sell it. They put a lot of R&D into a lot of money, so it has to be sold.
Right.
But dude, if I was at that brewery, I'd be very hesitant to put that out. There's a lot of weeks where we do these videos, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of embarrassed. I wish we wouldn't have to post that one. You know what I mean? Like if I was coming out with that beer, I'd be like, that's got my name on it. Oh God, dude.
Well,
Yeah, pour it out.
let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Hell, we save these people from having to drink that beer. Our job here is done.
Buy it if you see it.